This is a 1971 Buick GSX, one of 124 cars built in 1971. It's in Stratomist blue, probably about 15 or so that were originally made in that color, we estimate. We know of only 6 cars, including this one, that is in existence today in this color. This car originally was built with a 350 cubic inch engine and a TH350 transmission. But the gentleman that bought it and restored it wanted it to be a race car, and so he found a 71 455 and had it enhanced for racing purposes, and he put in a TH400. This car is extremely rare because most cars, as you can imagine, were built with 455s and 455 stage 1s. Very few of them were built with 350s. After I bought the car in June of 2017, I Googled the VIN number, and up came an email exchange from a gentleman in central Pennsylvania with the people in the Buick GSX group on Facebook. And he was asking the group, does anybody know who owns this car? Because I have something of great value for the owner. And he referenced the same VIN number. And so I come along in 2017 and I email him and we exchange phone numbers. It turns out he's got the original engine, the 350, and the original transmission, the TH350. His friend was the man that had restored this car, and when he put in this engine and this transmission, Pat asked him, what are you going to do with the original components? And he thought, well, I might just sell them. And Pat encouraged him. He said, you know, let's not sell them. I'll keep them in my mom's shed, and then when you get to sell the car someday, we'll make sure that those go with the car, because it's a Buick GSX. There weren't that many of them built. And so he agreed, and so Pat Harmon kept those 2 components for 25 years, and over that time period, they kind of went their separate ways. And so Pat was looking for the owner of those, and that happened to be me. And so he gave those components to me so that I could keep those with the car and keep it original. So I have those back at home in the garage, and someday I'd like to have it restored and those put back in the car. So in 1971, if you ordered a Buick Skylark as a base model car, one of the options was to get a GSX package. And the GSX package, one of the items that was included with that was the hood tack. And a hood tack, pretty cool item to have on a car, especially very, very obvious on a Buick. The GSX package also opened it up to all the different colors that would be available that year. This GSX was an automatic. You can see the horseshoe shifter in the center column. This particular model had an option of a remote mirror. It also has the map light up in the rear view mirror. And the wood grain console and the center grain console as well was a nice luxury car appointment. So one of the rare things on this Buick GSX is what they call the N25 through bumper exhaust. And you can see the cutouts. There are rectangular cutouts in the bumper. And that was really rare back in those days. I drive it on a regular basis, so it does get out on the road, and I get compliments all the time.
Bob Schroeder, Stratomist Blue 70.